Hello guys, this is Studi0X843. I'm with the lovely Miss Gypsy, actress, aspiring singer, and dancer. Okay, so how you doing today, Gypsy?
I'm doing lovely. How are you, Ari?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we're going to start with the questions, because we're going to go into the juiciness of everything. So what drives you to be a multi-creative?
I guess since I was little and I just started dancing, after a while I was like, okay, I want to get into something else. I just don't want dancing just to be my main thing. I was like, okay, so let's pick up a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, you were always like multi-talented, so it was just kind of hard to stick with one thing, right? Yeah, okay. I understand that. Yeah, that too. Like, I understand that. Like, I'm doing 1,000 things, you know that. It's a good thing, though. It's just like, you don't always want to serve, like, one purpose, when it comes to, like, your talents and stuff. You want to be able to offer more than once. Like, they're like, I need a dancer. Oh, I'm a dancer. I need a singer. I'm a singer. I need somebody to act this part out. Me. Question number 2, how do you find the inspiration for talents that you have? So like dancing, music, and acting. So we'll start with dancing first. How do you find inspiration for dancing?
Dancing, my idol is Michael Jackson. I've always watched him dance since I was little, so I always was like, okay, I want to be, not exactly like him, but I want to imitate some of his moves.
Just the energy, the flow, like the command of the stage. It's just like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So you've seen the old concerts when the girls be like,
yes.
Or like I was watching his 30th anniversary the other night, and the girl was like, I was just like, has that energy, I can honestly say Beyonce is one of the artists that's actually like giving that type of energy. So it's kind of like, it's a really good thing, but Chris Brown also got that energy too, so it's really wonderful to see like people just give that energy to people, that hope and inspiration, stuff like that. So what about singing? Who inspires you singing-wise?
I guess when I was young, I always had a pretty voice, so whenever I was singing church and my eyes would be closed, it would be like, I would open my eyes afterwards and I would just see so many people in tears and everyone's just like rejoicing. So from then on, I just continued with that.
Alright, okay. And then so far as acting, who would you say would like your top inspiration for acting? Because there's a lot of people out there.
I would say he passed away, sadly. Boswell.
Oh yeah.
He really inspired me, especially the fact that he had cancer for 4 years. It was like, wow, that's inspiring.
That really is inspiring. I really feel bad that he wasn't able to like kind of lead his culture longer than what he wanted to. I'm pretty sure he had like ideas and things he wanted to do, but just sometimes, I guess it's like your time to go. But at the same time, I feel like it might have been his time, so people can kind of like, wow, this leader is gone. We've lost 3 great leaders this year. Him, Kobe, and it was another person I forgot what. I know John Singleton. Those people that actually inspire black artists or black creatives to actually be creative. You know what I'm saying? Push them through. Nipsey. Sorry, I'm tripping. He is playing in the background. But I think it's really important. To just touch base with your audience. Like that's what you do every time you dance. I'm just like, oh yes. But I definitely like to see singing from you more. Yeah. And then seeing
you. It's a work in progress.
It is. I definitely understand it. And then acting as well. I want to see like improv and stuff like that. Question number 3: what are your long-term plans to grow as a creative in your spaces, like the 3 spaces that you have?
The 3 spaces that I have, I want to own my own studio because
yes.
I feel as though people pick on children the most, and it's not much for them to do. And especially dealing with the pandemic as we're going along, it's like they're really not going to have much to do.
Yeah, they're really not.
So just having something small for them to do in like a little safe area,
right?
Sanitize everything. I feel as though they can grow into themselves and figure out what they want to do with their life without being picked on and being able to escape their family dramas that they have on the inside.
Yeah, that is true, because it's like you gotta have an outlet. You know what I'm saying? It's really healthy to have one, because it's like if you don't, it's like, oh God, what am I gonna do with myself? You wake up every day and just like, what can I do to make myself happy? A lot of children experience that. Even adults. Things of that nature. I definitely agree with that. So far as like your top 3 actresses or actors, what are those?
Well, of course, Boswell. Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, girl. Okay, keep reaching. Go ahead.
And I cannot think of his name, but he was like, it's challenge day.
Oh yes, the one that was fighting against Boswick. Yes, he was. I can't lie, he was just fine. I was just like, challenge, okay.
It's like it's challenge day. I'm just like, yes, it is challenge day.
Yes, I was like challenge day, butt naked with the staff. Okay, I feel you.
Right over there.
Now,
yes.
So far as dancers and your inspirations or your favorite, I would say your favorite dancers.
My favorite dancers would be, of course, Michael Jackson. Chris Brown, and you.
Oh, I feel special now. I feel like I'm on the star pavement of LA. I just feel so important. I really do. Yeah, that really made me blush.
It was like when we were having our moment beforehand, it was just the emotions, the drive, the pattern, the deep desire, the love for what you do. It just brings it all out in one.
Girl, you gonna make me cry. I'm trying to listen. I work on that. I definitely appreciate that, though. It makes me very happy that I can inspire other people, because it's just like, it's like the art I put into it, not even the art, the passion I put into it is just like, I would try to, seek those emotions that someone could feel from the song, instead of just, I can hit the beat to this or whatever. It's just like, I want to make somebody feel when Kendra says, please don't kill my vibe. Like, I need you to feel like, oh yeah, like, don't kill my vibe. Wait, hold on, yeah, she right. Don't kill my vibe. So it's just like with words and then, just the beat and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, it's like a whole nother realm for me. I just get lost in it. But I definitely, I'm definitely going to, you encourage me to keep going, because I didn't stop for a while, but I'm going to keep going. Got a little surprise for y'all too. It's for Black Lives Matter. It's very deep. I haven't finished it yet because, I keep crying every time I hear it, because it's so deep. It's like the emotions of us getting beat, hung from trees, being raped, being put on a boat, being extorted, us living in poor incoming houses, us losing our fathers or our mothers in our household. It's like all those emotions just run through. So stay tuned for that video. It's going to be very powerful. If you want to join me in the video, you can always contact me. Email is G0Studio, with the O is the actual 0, X843 @gmail.com. Or you can contact me at fashionaddict1@gmail.com. Either way, you can submit your entry. I need a video, send me a link, whatever the case may be. But on to the next question. Gypsy is more important. Alright, so what advice would you give to aspiring actors, dancers, and singers? Because it's a lot of them that are, putting things out, but it's like, it doesn't, now I'm not saying it doesn't have meaning to them or like their surroundings, but just like purpose, because we come from a generation of purpose. Like, we seen the Commodores, we seen Luther Vandross, Michael Jackson, like all these people, they served their purpose. Never Too Much was like, I've never been there, but I feel the purpose of the song. Excuse me, miss, that I feel that purpose of that song. A guy actually approaching a woman and saying, she caught me by surprise, I must say, but I've never seen your pretty face, and it's like, okay, yes, I'm pretty, and I'm listening to you.
Right, I can hear your words.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So through your work, so far as that, what advice would you give to newcomers, since you're experienced in those different topics? What would you give them?
I will give them advice. It's okay to explore different options. Don't just always stick to one thing, because if you stick to that one thing, you're going to get tired of it, and then you're going to feel as though that one thing does not serve your purpose anymore. It's always good to expand yourself, meet new people, even though some people are not a people person, and that's okay. But at the same time, you never really know who you have when you branch out.
Right.
And who you become friends with, and it just makes your life a whole lot better and more complete, actually. So it's just a learning process, and also be true to yourself. It's always hard to find yourself when you learn different people, when you go in different environments, but always remain true to yourself.
Yes, originality is very important, because you can get caught up in even with acting. That's all I always wondered about actors. Once you go into your realm, you just okay, boom, king from whatever the case may be, like Wakanda. I was wondering how did he get into that mode where he just it's easier because of the culture wise, but it's to really play that role and master it. And some points I know he wanted to laugh, genuinely laugh as himself, or it's just, I always wondered how do actors stay in character. Because I did theater, but it's just I know I would break, if it's a funny, Martin Lawrence be standing there and he's I was just oh my God, I'm supposed to be mad right now, I can't even be mad. So how, like, that's an extension question. Like, how, as acting, how do you, like, put yourself in a state and character?
That one's always tough. I guess I find like a center point inside of my head where it's just like, okay, we have to stay in character. This is the person that we're playing. This is how we gotta go with it. This is our role. Let's keep it simple. Somebody start laughing.
Yeah, you can break character, just say cut, you know, but you can't break character.
And like, at all. And it's just like, oh, so you're laughing at me.
Yeah, so you'll
Like you
extend
have
the improv,
yes.
basically. So, like, if your role is, like, if it was Martin and Gina and she was mad at him, I'm pretty sure plenty of times she wanted to laugh. You see the bloopers or whatever, but it's
Yes.
just, I always wonder, like, how does she not break when, like, Martin be doing the Tootsie Roll and stuff? Like, I would have been so weak, like, you know what? Sir.
I just said it was
Exactly.
really. This is what we're doing today.
Exactly. All right. Now, so far as with the Black Lives Movement going on, how do you feel that? How do you plan to inspire others with your talents alongside with the movement? Because I know a lot of us are like with me. I just feel like I kind of got distracted from that at a certain point. Like, it's not like I have to dedicate my career to it, but it's just like we're at the point where we're almost at a 10. So it's kind of like us as like creatives, we should be reaching out and helping that movement because we are a part of that movement. So like for you, so far as acting, dancing, or singing, like what's your plans to like, I guess, contribute to the movement?
I would say as far as helping the youth, to be honest, because that's our next generation. Like, they're behind us right now. And I've seen a video recently where it was two older men and they were talking to a young black man.
Mm-hmm.
And they explained to him, like, we're angry, we're hurt, we are going through this. But you, don't be like us, be different. Find a solution, find a way that'll be different for the rest of the generation to go on to. And it's like, yeah, we need to find a different way.
Right. And I was just talking to my auntie the other day, and I was telling her, you know, beyond 80s, me and my homeboy was talking about this last week, but we were saying beyond the 80s, those are our elders now. So it's just like, in turn, he was saying, both of us were saying, like, the elders should be teaching us so we can teach the youth. And I feel like it's a big disconnect because it's like the elders feel like, oh, all the shenanigans, baby daddy's baby. And it's just like, you got to remember, we're a prodigy of you. So it's just like, you can't get mad at self-reflection, but at the same time, it's just like, even if we don't have that help from our elders, it's just like, I think it's important that we try to pass on our legacy and what we learn to these younger people, because it's like, I hate to say it, but like their generation, it's just like their house is distorted. We at least had mom sitting around somewhere, but it's just like now, some of them don't even have moms. Some of them don't, even have family close. So it's just like a lot of them are left, like you said, feeling lonely, abandoned, stuff like that. So I just think it's really important that we touch base with youth, like you said, because at this point, it's just like they're trying to erase a lot of stuff that we grew up on, a lot of things that are historical. Even though I understand why, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, so what's the youth going to understand about their history? That, okay, it was a big, like the Big Bang, it was a big, basically it was a big bang, it was a big, big Black Lives Matter movement, and it's just like, okay, and that's the same thing I have an understanding with Martin Luther King. He was like, and Malcolm X, like, I understand that it was just like, it was fire hose, it was dolls, it was pepper spray, but it's like, because I wasn't there, it's like the respect for us there, but it's just like the actual feeling. That's why you said the elders are kind of like angry, because they went through this, they watched their uncles and aunts go through this, or they were even marching. So it's just kind of like they're angry, and it's like for the youth to try to find a solution, I just feel like they should hear it from, the elders, like the actual real situation. Like, oh, I was going to the corner store, and this, and like they need to hear from you, like your experiences. So I really agree with you on the youth part. What style of acting would you say that you like have? Because some people are like, I'm into horror. Some people are like, I'm drama. It's like, what type of actor do you feel you are?
I feel like I'm drama and comedy because I'm very hilarious
at
moments. And then when it comes down to drama, I can have real serious moments where it's just like, oh my gosh, like this really breaks my heart. Like I feel like I'm just going to drop to the floor.
And see, now that I can understand because I did theater, so it's like you got to think about something that makes you real sad, and it's just like that. It happens.
Like as soon as they say action, you just drop.
Exactly. Now the same question for dance, and I'll repeat it. What type of style of dancing do you feel like you are?
I feel like I'm clicked to my African roots, but I'm also ballet and jazz because that's what I grew up on. I love hip hop, but sometimes it's like, okay, gotta keep up, gotta keep up, gotta keep up, gotta keep up. Which I tell myself, you can do it. If they can do it, you can do it. If they're turning their foot this way, hey, you can do the same exact thing. It may look a little different, but at the same time, it looks the same.
Right, and then I kind of feel like sometimes hip hop gets repetitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like the same choreography, but it's just like it has the same origin. So it's just like with ballet and like you were saying, the different types, you get to express different ways. Like instead of doing like pop, boom, you just do like
yes,
you
like
know.
a breath of fresh air.
Exactly. So I understand that now. So far as singing, what type of style of singing would you say you do?
I would say kind of like a jazz, because my voice
I
gets
can
like,
see
it gets deep to a certain point, and it's like I used to be a soprano, so it just got, like, as I got older, it kind of got deeper. So I'm like, I think jazz would be my suit.
Yes, and you have the whole look. Like, that's as soon as you said jazz, I was like, yes, I see it. I see it. So far as that, when do you think, like, we'll start, like, hearing, like, maybe an EP, or maybe just, like, a cover, or, like...
Maybe about a couple months.
So we're thinking about fall, maybe,
Yeah,
you know, winter,
fall.
you know. Oh, you should do Christmas.
Ooh,
You know,
Christmas
the
sounds
carols.
great.
Yeah, I mean, sounds
Fall
simple.
and Christmas, I think fall and Christmas will definitely tie in together.
Yeah, because fall, you can do, like, a little mocha thing.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
definitely.
little coffee latte thing going on. Okay.
Sing about coffee, but not actually.
Yeah. Coffee bean, you know, whatever it is.
Coffee bean.
Yes, exactly. Okay, next question. This is about actually Studi0X843. How do you feel that I guess me as the CEO, have helped you as a creative, like, I guess in the last couple months that we worked together?
I would say it made me feel more comfortable with myself, because at some points I was just like, maybe this doesn't look right, maybe that doesn't look right. And then on top of that, you just being the person that you are, it's like, okay, it's a breath of fresh air. I'm able to breathe, I'm able to relax. It's like, okay, turn your head this way. I don't have to have the whole, like, okay, am I doing this awkwardly,
Right.
or is this right? Like, you just, it makes everything more comfortable.
Yeah, comfortability, so you can at least figure out your spaces and where you are, and then grow from there.
Yep.
So that's definitely wonderful. I'm glad I can do that. So what's next for you, Gypsy? So what should we expect from you other than some mocha latte and some mistletoe this year?
I would say definitely trying to get my studio up,
Yeah, definitely.
because it's a work in progress. I have different spots and locations that I really want to target, especially dealing with youth-wise. So it's like, it's a runner-up.
Cool. So what I'm getting is like, you would try to do like a youth event and like kind of bring them out, have, you know, I know it's COVID-19, but maybe it could be like a virtual type of thing, like, yeah, so that definitely is something we can definitely work on together. Or, you know, separate, doesn't matter, I'm still there, I'm all 100% Gypsy, so it doesn't matter. So did you want to show us a little bit of something, or this is a little, did you want to give us like a 30-second song or whatever? It's up to you. You don't have to. You can let them see it later. That's all. It's fine. Okay. So we're gonna actually go into social media. So how can people find you on whatever social media you have?
Okay, for my Snapchat, it is Pink Passion 20. For my Facebook, it's Gypsy Rue. For my Instagram, it's Gypsy Nostalgia Rue _13 _.
Yes. So you heard that. Follow her. If you gotta go back on the videos, you can spell it. That's great. But that's it. We are out. This is Studi0X843 and Miss Gypsy.
Bye.
Pull up in motorcades, I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do, hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway, hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way, 'cause I took control of things, ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Lost in that soldier race, niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings, make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks, make you explode the face. Now you official now, but you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that new, I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the